Quick disclaimer, I'm not making fun of the person in the video, nor am I telling other people to. And why would you? That's just disgusting to do either way. But since the title of the video actually caught my interest, that's why I'm reviewing it right now. So let's just get with it.
I would just eat until I'm dead, probably.
Hold up, pause. If you didn't hear what you just said, let me just rewind that a little bit and make it slower, just so you could hear what he said.
I would just eat until I'm dead, probably.
Okay, so if you start off the video, I didn't cut in the video, I didn't like skip, no, the video started off like that. If you start the video as, I'm probably gonna eat myself to death, you know you have an issue, and Jesus. I'm just confused. How? You know, I'll probably get explained in later in the video, so let's just continue watching.
A normal day for me is wake up around 12, figure out something I'm gonna eat immediately. TV, video games, bed. It's not a lot of activity.
He knows he has an issue. A bad issue. Like, he says he doesn't get much activity in one day. He knows that. He only eats, sleeps, and plays video games. That's not enough to do in one day. I didn't watch the video, alright? From beginning to end. I saw the title, watched the first 10 seconds, and I'm reviewing as I'm watching. So I don't want to say anything without knowing his life. Maybe it gets explained later in the video. Maybe it doesn't. I'll have to watch. And just continue watching if you didn't.
It's hot. It's hot in Georgia. And all my clothing is restricting and tight. So I just sitting there naked, free as can be, and no one bothers me, door shut, we're good. I'm just safe, and video games are where I escape.
I was wondering why he wasn't wearing clothes in the beginning of the video, and he actually gave some examples, I guess, but the thing that got to me was the video games being his escape. That was saddening to hear, especially since that's one of the only things he appears to do other than eat. And I just really want to know how much he eats and like what he eats. And I really need to see this in the video. And like what he has been through apparently. Cause he escaped? He said need to escape from what? Like, I don't know, let's continue watching.
I'm accepted in all those virtual reality worlds and the gaming world I'm in. No one sees me. No one sees me. That is my outside. That is my world that I can be the Casey I want to be, but not be judged on my weight.
I'm sorry, but it's kinda hard for me to have sympathy for him right now. All he does, he even said so himself, all he does all day is sleep, eat, play video games, and that is it. That's not a healthy lifestyle, and I'm really, truly afraid for his future. And I don't know how old he is, he could be a teen, he could be an adult right now. It's just not a healthy lifestyle to have. And even in the beginning of the video, he does not care if he dies. And that's not healthy at all.
I never would have thought at 34 I'd be living with my father and I'd have no job, have no real money, and just be playing video games all day and eating.
I'm sorry, what? He's 34, has no job, and he's legit holding a cup. And I think that's from either McDonald's or some other like knockoff restaurant maybe, I don't know. He's admitting he has issues and he doesn't even have a job to pay for video games. I'm assuming his father pays probably. That's just, okay, if there is a parent in the picture, as, you know, he just said, his father is living with him. His father is allowing this behavior and it's kind of, I'm not sure how I feel about that at all. Like, oh, let's continue watching.
I've always been a big kid. Out of high school, I was probably 300 something pounds. But then I got out of school, got a couple of jobs at a couple of restaurants. I ate at them. I was probably around 500 pounds then, and it was just getting too difficult to work, so I quit my job.
This man was 300 when he was out of high school and became 500. I understand he couldn't work because of his weight anymore, because he was eating at his jobs or whatever, but the amount of stuff you had to eat to get to that point with no one helping you, that's just astonishing to me. I don't mean to make fun of him. I'm not making fun of him. I'm confused still. I'm still confused. Did something happen? Did he get a really bad breakup? Did he lose someone? Did something happen to his eating habit? Like, that isn't normal. I need it. Let's just watch. Let's continue.
My mom said to live in this house, you have to have a job. So she kicked me out, and the only place I had left to go was my father's. So I went there. Basically, his one thing that made me happy was food. So we just ate like kings, but like in the worst way. Pizzas, chicken, Japanese food, takeout. I mean, me and my dad would get hibachi delivered, sushi by the barrel. I mean, just anything you wanted to eat, we were getting.
His mom made a reasonable deal. If you want to live here, you better get a job. And that's reasonable, because you should either help pay for rent or help pay for the food since you're living there. He instead moves to his father's house, which indulges his habits so much. I'm guessing his father knows about this, and he's been feeding him like crazy. He even said he ate like kings in the worst way. In the worst way. Like, this... My head, it's hurting so much.
They got the drinks. I don't know which one's tea and which one's Dr. Pepper. You have to look in and see. He'll tell me what to get him, and I come right back a lot of times in case that's too much food. But I'll get it for him and bring it to the house and put it right in front of him. He's my son. I love him. I love to make him happy, and food's got a lot to do with his happiness, but he's like an addict about food.
There's a big fine limit between loving your son unconditionally and murdering him with food very, very slowly. I mean, at this rate, it might be tomorrow where he even has a heart attack. I understand he loves his son, but my head, it just can't comprehend how could he look at his son in that way and not understand he admits that he's an addict with food. He even admits it, and he just won't get him the help he needs. He's almost literally murdering his son, and
Here you go, there's your lunch. I don't want to call him an enabler, but I mean, sometimes that's really the way, like, it seems that it is. I'm not buying the groceries. I'm not buying the frozen pizzas. I'm not buying the chicken wings. There's someone facilitating the food coming in, and it's not me.
my head is splitting open and it hurts. I think I'm having a migraine. He's so... Okay, any shred of sympathy I had before, and I tried to be sympathetic a little, I didn't know his background, I didn't know his situation, yada yada yada, but now he's blaming his father for his issues. That got to me a little bit too much, because his father isn't telling him what to buy, he's saying he's not at fault, it's someone else, and oh boy, let's just get back to when he was only 500 pounds. I'm not sure. He said he ate at the restaurants. That's his fault. I'm not. You know what? The father's trying to be a good, loving father for his big chunk, his son. But his son is just. I'm stopping the video right here. If you liked it, please click that thumbs up button. If you want to subscribe, maybe click that red button. It only takes a second. But you know how it is. If you try to help somebody, they'll blame you for your death. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.